once again, Wildcats, and welcome to a special edition of Coach's Corner presented by Atrium Health. My name is Paul Roper, joined by the new head football coach at Davidson College, Saj Thakkar. Coach Thakkar, welcome aboard. So glad to have you coming down from Bentley University, where you spent 2 years. And first thing, what was it that drew you to Davidson to take this job here with the Wildcats?
Absolutely, yeah. And first off, just super excited to be here. My family and I, this is an awesome community. Welcomed in this morning, and really, it's why not, right? When you looking at Davidson from the outside, right, you see a commitment to excellence across the board, academically, athletically, what they're doing in the community as well. You see a commitment to football with a brand new facility, locker room, stadium, coaches' offices. That's really second to none when it comes to the country and FCS football. And lastly, Davidson values align with mine. It's a place where you're not just playing football. You're offering something a lot more, a degree and experience that's worth a lifetime, and able to set up a group of young men for success far and beyond their 4 years here at Davidson.
Who are the types of scholar athletes that you hope to bring here at Davidson?
Yeah, fortunately for me, coming into this situation at Davidson, it aligns really well with my past few experiences, right? So being at Harvard and Bentley, high academic place, I think it's so important to find the right fit. And the right fit here at a place like Davidson is not just a really good football player. Like, we need someone who can perform on the field because we're going to win games. But we also need to make sure they're the right fit for us, starting with our culture, our locker room, that they value academics, right? They understand, right, that they're making this decision to come to Davidson, not just for these 4 years, but for the next 40 years of their lives. And people that we want to be around. Like, I always said, like, I want to bring people in, whether it's coaches, players, like people that we all want to be around, we want to spend time with. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to go through some hard times together, but just making sure we're looking for the right fit for us.
Football's been a big part of your life since you started playing in Pop Warner. What was it that made you want to get into coaching?
Yeah, it's kind of to answer that question a lot of different ways. First and foremost, I'd say my inspiration to coach was my brother. He was a high school football coach, and I was seeing the impact he made on his players. Not really on the field, more so off the field, mentorship, making sure driving kids to and from practice, at the high school level, and just seeing the difference you could make, as a coach. I took that a step further. I really fell in love with the X and O's of the game, and schematically, offense, defense, special teams, and really kind of knew at a young age I wanted to be in football. And then as I was kind of playing through college, and I really realized that coaching was what I wanted to do, so I dove right in.
And it's been quite a journey in these past 10 years. Started Division III, then moved over to the FCS as a running backs coach with Harvard. Then you took a head coaching job at Bentley just a few weeks after you've been the offensive coordinator. And now you're here at Davidson. Who are some of the people that have helped shape your coaching career?
Yeah, I'd have to start this with, first and foremost, thanking my wife. Anyone who is around coaching understands it's not the easiest lifestyle. Obviously, a lot of time, hours, travel, time away from home in general, and just her support just been so outstanding. Throughout, and we started together my first job at Pittsburgh State, so we've been together every step of the way. And then after that, just super thankful for the coaches that gave me opportunities, starting with Patrick Haverty at Pittsburgh State, who I was able to play for 2 years, and gave me my first coaching job, and Clayton Kendrick Holmes at SUNY Maritime, who made me an offensive coordinator at 24, 25 years old, and kind of let me run with it. And Tim Murphy at Harvard, who took a chance on me. And then, of course, I had to thank Vaughn Williams, the athletic director at Bentley, for, like you said, coaching change happened after I was there for 2 weeks, and he gave me the spring as the interim, let me do things the way that I thought they should be done, and then ultimately, hired me to be the head coach there.
Another thing that stood out in your coaching career is that you've had a hand in all three phases at the game. Your first job at your alma mater for Pittsburgh State, you're involved in special teams, you go to SUNY Maritime, coach defensive backs, of course have a wealth of offensive experience. Talk about what the Cats want to do on the field. What sort of identity do you want this Wildcat team to have on the field?
Yeah, there's a lot of things out there, there's a lot of stats, this and that, but really winning football comes down to two things: toughness and execution. Right? You have to be physically, mentally, emotionally tough. You have to be able to execute at an elite level, right? Now, getting to more specifics, like offensively, like we're going to play to our personnel, but I really believe successful offenses, right? They need to find ways to run the football downhill, throw the football downfield, be able to use the entire field sideline to sideline, and use tempo to their advantage, right? Ball security, that goes without saying. Defensively, right? The number one stat that's going to lead to winning football games is forcing turnovers, right? So defensively, you have to force turnovers. You have to be great on third down, right? You have to make sure quarterbacks do not want to come play us. They're making them so uncomfortable. Special teams, right? And kind of was in a crazy situation last year where I had to take over the special teams as well as calling the offense. And, I believe that you want to be really aggressive on special teams, but not reckless, right? You want to make sure you have a plan of attack, that you can be aggressive and go after kicks and go after punts and be creative, with fake opportunities and that sort of stuff. We're not going to be reckless. We're going to be sound fundamentally, be really good at the situation. We're going to work the situational part of football a lot through the meeting room, through walkthroughs on the practice field to make sure we're elite in those areas.
And finally, you mentioned right off the top, brand new facilities here at Davidson. It's been part of one of the most successful areas of program history. How do you hope to continue to build up that momentum and get the community to rally behind this program?
Absolutely. Well, first off, Coach Abel and the staff did such a good job here. From the moment they got here, kind of rewriting the narrative of what can be done here at Davidson. So super thankful for their staff and him in particular for working to get this built. And I'll say this, like, it's not going to be a one-way street, right? We're not just going to ask for the support of the campus and community to come watch us play. We're going to be out there too. Our team's going to be involved in the campus. We're going to be involved in the community, right? We're going to make it so, like, the relationships that we form around the Davidson community are going to have people come into our games and fill in those seats. We're going to put a really good product out on the field. It's going to be an exciting brand of football. We're going to have players that are here for the right reasons. We're going to have a staff that is men of high character, people who are really competent at what they do, and also have that connection piece. They're going to be connected. And that's not just going to be a thing that comes from me. It's going to be something that comes from our whole staff. And really, at the end of the day, we're going to win here, and we're going to do it the right way.
Well, Coach Thakkar, we're so glad to have you here in Cat Country. Congratulations once again on becoming the 29th head football coach at Davidson College.
Thank you so much. Excited to be here. Get to work.
Yeah, we're excited to hear it, and we're going to get to work. That is head coach Saj Thakkar. My name is Paul Roper. Thank you for joining us for a special edition of Coach's Corner. Happy holidays.